This is my muffler for a 2008 E92 M3, and I started cutting it, but I figured I would probably stop and just do a quick video of what I'm doing here. So what I started doing is just cutting it, and so just showing where it should be cut before you open it up, just along the side here and on that side there. So it's going to open up in two different sections here. So this is that what looks like hair that you pull out. It's gorgeous. So, and from here you can either decide if you want to keep it or if it's or if you want to remove it. But it's all full of just soot from your exhaust. So you can just pull it all out. Most people decide to replace it. I'm actually just going to leave it out and then just weld it up without it in there. So what you probably shouldn't be doing is cut it right along where I did, right there. If you look, it looks like it's on the second chamber. Where it should be cut is on this side here. So this way here, this piece here comes out. This here is all welded in. I should have noticed that before, but oh well, I guess it can just be welded closed again. So what I'll do now is I'll just actually cut it where it's supposed to be cut, like that, not like this. So now you can see that I cut it where it's supposed to be cut, just along this edge, this lip here. And now you can just cut it apart. So in this one here, it's actually coming off in two separate pieces. There are two pieces. You can see on the other one that there are two pieces of metal there. So this one here just pops off again. So again, now you can see exactly what it looks like. So this piece here is the one that I'm going to cut. And right up here. So we're going to cut it and replace it with just like a normal piece of pipe. Okay, so now you can see the pipe is actually cut, and when it's in there, it actually can slide in and out. So from here, you can just rip the pipe out. So now that the pipe is out, you can see oh, I guess go like this. You can see where the new pipe goes. So this is the piece that was pulled out, and it is 2.5 inch pipe, probably around 5 to 6 inches in length. So you will need two of those, one for this side here, one for that side over there. And then just have them welded around, and then you're good to go. Okay, and now you can see with both pieces cut out, you can see the two openings there, and then the two openings over there. And like I said, that's where you'll be replacing the perforated pipe. So I had asked the welder to take a couple of pictures of the muffler while he was doing the work. So here you can see that the 2.5 inch pipe is welded in place of the old one, and this is the other side here. So just 2.5 inches, around 6-7 inches long, and this is just closing the first layer, and then showing the other layers on afterwards. So just be careful. If you're welding yourself, you've never welded before, just be careful with it. It's really soft metal. It's really easy to go right through it.
It cost me around $85 to get it all welded, so start to finish, 85 bucks.
So I ended up getting the muffler back from the welder, and so you can see it's all sealed up again. It was just sitting outside, that's why you see a little bit of discolor or a little bit of rust there, but it was also cleaned up or welded up the area that I cut apart, the one that shouldn't have been cut. So now that's all sealed again. That's all good like that. So now the other thing you can do as well is you can also just paint it all black, just like a flat black. Could you just use a normal, it doesn't actually get hot or anything. So if you wanted to, you could just use a high temp paint, or you could just use a normal flat black. I ended up just getting some flat black rust paint. Any type will really work.
So when you start painting, just do light smooth coats, just a couple passes. If you have to do a couple times, you can do it a few times. I'm not really worried too much about getting any paint on the tips. I'm actually just going to be swapping them out with something different later, and I'll do another video when I do that as well. So if I got some on the tips, not a big deal. My main concern here was just to get the welds done. I ended up just doing the whole muffler anyways, the top and the bottom, but I just wanted to have the welds done just this way here. There was something protecting them from rusting in the future. And I ended up with this one here. I did 2 layers, or just 2 coats of paint, let it dry. Really don't have to wait 10 minutes or so to let it dry, and then I did another light coat over top of it. And that's what it looks like for this side here. So the whole purpose of this video is to show you how the M3 exhaust mod, that seems to be pretty popular, can be done fairly inexpensively. It ended up costing right around $100, 85 bucks to get it welded. Again, that could vary depending where you live, and $5 for cutting disc, and just you could get 2 pieces of pipe. It was around $8 or $9 to get a piece of pipe, but again, if the person who's welding it has some, they might have just some scraps, and that probably wouldn't even cost you anything. So altogether, right around 100 bucks to get the whole thing done, start to finish, and it's much better than, or cheaper anyways, than dropping the car off and getting somebody else to do the whole thing. Looks like everyone is getting quoted around the $400 mark. You could save yourself 300 bucks by doing this. And the other thing too is I do have a lot more expensive tools that I could have used, but I wanted to show how it could be done on the cheap, I guess. The grinder that I was using is just a $30 grinder. It's on sale if you're in Canada, Princess Auto. And then you could buy the discs there. They're between $3 and $5 depending what type you use. I just used just a thin 4-inch disc.